Bills offensive side, but the first snap is going to come out of the gun from the 30, and Mahomes spinning around. Look at this trickery. They get it to Worthy. The speedster is up ahead for a gain of about 7. Oh, the motions and the movement by this Kansas City team. It's a wonder to watch it at times.
That's a great job using leverage against Buffalo, who does a great job of turning things back. But this is where a concerted effort by Kansas City to get Worthy the ball. They've not had the explosives, and they want to get him touches, and they think he's going to have a lot of them today, Jim.
That's the 10th time he's rushed it this year. He's actually rushed for a couple of touchdowns. Caught 3. The rookie out of Texas. Now 2nd and 3 for Mahomes. Thought about it now. Unloads it.
No!
Taylor Rapp right in his hands. There was pressure coming from Daquan Jones. There is a flag near the line of scrimmage.
It's a flag on the field.
This place just erupted right here. We've been waiting for this game for months now, and right now it doesn't look like there's a flag on the field, but it could have been after the play, Jim. There's
one at the near side.
But here's what happens. You're going to see Jones, 92, push the pocket. You got to keep pass rush lane integrity. He does a great job of coming on.
Louis on the field with interception. Touchdown Buffalo after the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Intercepting team number 50.
Yeah.
Vanessa got flagged for that after the interception on the run back.
This is where it starts.
And then it's that one.
And that one right there coming in late. And you know, this is a rivalry. They talk about it all week. We talk to the players, the coaches. They know how big this is. For the number 1 seed, etc., everything. 2 of the best in the game. This is fun, Jim.
And Josh Allen now ready to take over. As Mahomes has thrown his 5th interception in the first quarter this season. Has not thrown a touchdown in the first quarter. They're way down in turnover margin, but undefeated. The Bills trying to hand them their first loss. Here's the little toss over to Cook. Short gain for James Cook. Josh Allen, what he's done this year, well, his last 7 home games, regular season, he's won them all. 20 total touchdowns, 4 giveaways. But again, the loss to this very team in the divisional round last year, 300 days ago exactly, and it still stings.
Yeah, and everyone wants to talk about those are the only games that matter. Obviously, they're the most important. However, you give yourself a way better opportunity to win in the playoffs if you can somehow get home field advantage.
2nd and 9. They go to Cook, looking for an opening. Finds just a tiny window for about 3. Talk to me a little bit about this Bills offense. Tracy already set it up. Without Coleman today, without Kincaid, Cooper's up, but not 100% with a wrist injury. What do you see?
Buffalo's played systematic football, just winning football. Josh Allen this year got off to the best start with touchdown to interception ratio, and I think the game has just gotten simple. With Brady coming on as the play caller, they know what they're doing. I think him just taking the little plays like he did in the last one is what has allowed them to stay in phase in front of the chains.
3rd and 7. They bring in Ty Johnson, who Allen says is the best 3rd down back in the game. Is going down the field. A catch by Cooper. Snags it with one hand.
This is the game changer. It's a great job by Brandon Beane in the offseason to go out and get a number 1 player. You're going to see him on the outside. It's one-on-one, one safety in the middle. As soon as you get a number 1 receiver, he gets the ball if he doesn't get help. And that is what everyone thought they were going to be missing when they lost Diggs. Wonderful job by this front office. They still have a number 1.
Ozzie Johnson didn't give him a lot of breathing room, but what a catch by Cooper. A gain of 30. Set up at the Chiefs 31.
The team who plays a ton of man-to-man, Kansas City.
Quick toss. Shakir. Shakir takes it upfield, and Shakir has a gain of 11 and a first down. Quentin Morris coming over. He threw a big block to help free him to get past the sticks.
Shakir on pace to lead the NFL in run after catch, and that's a tall task today for the Chiefs. One of the most important keys to the game is their ability to tackle Shakir on these quick screens They kind of finished the game off last week, and Kansas City kind of gives that up from time to time with all the man coverages, but Chris Jones is playing as well as any defensive player in the National Football League, Jim.
How many times do we hear meeting with the Bills at the facility Friday about they can't let Chris Jones wreck the game? Allen cradles the football to the sideline, unloads it. He carried that like a running back for a while, but no one was fooled. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And that's a good job. Nothing's there. Throw it away. And when Josh Allen does that, they usually have a great chance to win. Isn't it silly? When a quarterback throws the ball away, it's a positive thing. But it's true with these two guys. They're too good. The big plays will come.
Well, Josh, certainly not trying to force it anymore. Limited number of giveaways this year. Exactly a big part of the story of the success of this team at 8-2 and 5 straight wins. In the pocket and back over to Cook. The block thrown by Johnson. Buck going down at about the 18. Nick Bolton first to get to him. It'll be 3rd and 8.
And this is a fantastic Kansas City defense. They are unbelievable against the run. The best that Kansas City's had since 1993, back in the Derek Thomas days. And you can go ahead and shut the run down the way they have, and then they don't give up big plays. They keep everything in front of them. Only 20 plays of 20-plus yards this year. Steve Spagnuolo, one of the biggest reasons why they're off to the 9-0 start.
And he brings in 55, Josh Uche, the former Patriot speed rusher. On 3rd and 8, unloads it quickly. Samuel, big ball slipped through a tackle. And Samuel's down to about the 2-yard line. Was able to escape Jamari Connor, who could have stopped him short of the first, and picks up 15.
And this is rare. Buffalo usually throws it past the sticks on 3rd down, but great job by Josh understanding Kansas City knows that. So he throws the ball 3 or 4 yards short of the sticks and trusts Samuel to do the rest. And this is where Kansas City, not having Snead, the great corner, the tandem with him and McDuffie last year, can get beat.
1st and goal. Cook gets the handle. Cook turns it in for a touchdown. James Jimbo Cook from 3 yards out. And they cash in on the interception. Take us out of the field for the touchdown.
This is all him. There's nothing there. Karlaftis comes right through, but Cook, who's really taken off and is a special talent, just does it by himself, saying, I'm better than you. And there's nothing there. They had 3 guys on that side, and Kansas City had leverage. He beats it anyway.
Cook, who had the game-clinching touchdown against Indianapolis last Sunday, scores the first of this game. Snap, but the kick is through.
He missed the extra point. Yeah.
Misses on the PAT.
And in this game, every point, every yard.
is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Fresh Pets. It's not dog food, it's food food. And by Grey Goose. Vive la vodka.
And that's 8 total meetings between these two since 2020. Cook gets the game's first points on the board with a touchdown run from 3 yards out. We thought that extra point looked pretty good. It was close.
Yep, it's not reviewable once it goes higher in the top part of the field goal post, but you know, it's tough to tell on that angle.
Yep, but they're tired of wide right around here, including going back to this matchup back in January. So they've done what they specialize in, creating turnovers and taking advantage of it. Again, along with Tony and Tracy, Jim Nance here. This is the matchup we always hope is on our schedule. We've been blessed to have virtually every single one of them now for years and years. The regular season, the postseason, maybe we're going to see them twice again this year. Who knows?
There's always a really good chance. And whenever you have the culture that both these teams have created, the coaching staff and 2 great quarterbacks, they're always going to be in it.
Patrick going to swing it out of the backfield. No, he's not. Epinesa able to get a paw on it and deny the ball, landing in the arms of Hartman. Ed Oliver was creating havoc in the backfield.
You see Oliver, who's come on the last couple of weeks, showing the ability to get around from the interior of the offensive line, which is rare. And right now, this is a very tense situation for Kansas City. I told you there's been no blowouts in recent memory, and right now Buffalo is showing, flexing their muscles.
2nd and 10. They go ground. Kareem Hunt plows ahead for 6. So Patrick Mahomes, you see what he's done now, updated. That's his 10th pick. It's been particularly lean in the first quarter this year, with no touchdown passes, as I mentioned, and 5 of those 10 interceptions coming in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's really been the championship DNA that's carried them. They just believe no matter what's happened throughout the game, they're going to figure out a way to win. And right now, it looks like that might actually have to happen again.
3rd and 4. Mahomes looking for second options. They come in on him. They got him to the 28-yard line. Bernard with the sack.
It's one of the best teams in the National Football League. Sean McDermott and Bobby Babbitt's the D coordinator. There's the spy, but it's the pass rush lane integrity. Don't let him get outside. And if he does, you go right now. And there's Bernard. Perfect timing. And he's been playing outstanding football. Impressive.
Eliza comes in to punt, with Codrington standing back at the 20. A chance to return it. Flag is out. Codrington slips through 2 tackles, takes a hit to the head and still goes. 46-yard punt. And finally, it's Keith Tabor who tackles him down. We'll check the marker. And Clark's still trying to sort it out. Here we go.
Illegally going out of bounds. Kicking team number 2.
That was not a good kick.
That means the Bills will start at their own 40. So excellent starting point once again for them. Well, anytime you get these two on the same field, magic happens. Mahomes and Allen duel again. with these amazing shots of today's game provided by Nationwide. These teams meeting for the 5th consecutive year in the regular season, and here comes the second series down the field. Back to Cooper. That worked before, but not this time, as McDuffie had the coverage. So this is what they've already done, something they've done so well all season. Best in the league in turnover margin, now plus 14. Most points off turnovers, and points off turnover margin. Now, you know what that adds up to? An 8-2 record with 5 straight victories.
Yeah, that's Sean McDermott 101, and right now they're 3rd in the league in giveaways, 4th in takeaways, and that is a recipe to win because the ball, what determines more games than anything else, and they're doing it at a very high level.
You got the rookie Ray Davis, who's impressive, handling the football here, and he gets spun around for only a yard. They took him out of Kentucky in the 4th round. Karlaftis on the tackle, and will shuffle him out and bring in Ty Johnson, their 3rd down back. Chiefs would like to make a quick stop after surrendering a touchdown on the Bills' first series. Josh 2 for 2 so far on 3rd down throws.
Good shot. Corner blitz, possibly. That's not the motion.
On the run, got his target. It's Shakir for another first down. 3 for 3 now for Josh. All of them moving the chains.
Wonderful job by Josh right here. He looks up, and as he starts climbing the pocket, Karlaftis comes flying in, but Josh moves the defense with his eyes when he moves up. And that creates the hole. It was actually Chenal coming in with him. Josh has made so many big plays, him and Patrick, when they use their legs on these 3rd downs in every game we've seen, Jim.
Yep, picked up 15 now in the Kansas City side of the 50. And a little real estate for Cook, maybe a yard. We talk so much, Tony, about these 2-star quarterbacks, but
You know what these games come down to.
you have to say,
It's the line of scrimmage is really what determines, right? Kansas City's been great at it this year. On defense in the run game, Buffalo's been really good. They've been able to make the game simple. And right now, though, they're having to fight, but they're connecting on those 3rd downs and some of those big plays.
Kelsey looks on, Mahomes. Sputtering start for the Chiefs offense. Now 2nd and 10 for Buffalo.
So there's 5 guys. They're in empty formation. He said go this way, so Colton comes, he's free.
He's going to take off with it. So hard to bring down. Picks up 3. That's it.
In these games, they've doubled up Josh's running stats, so they use his legs a lot more in these games. So it's like you don't want to get your star quarterback hurt, but in big games, they actually utilize it almost double the reps they do in any other game.
Remember, it's a new right tackle in for Spencer Brown, who's out with an ankle, and Vandemark, 74, might be tested in a spot like this. He's got Karlaftis over on his side, and Tranquil, 23. 3rd and 8. McDuffie in his face. McDuffie is so good blitzing from the outside and creating plays just like that.
Well, he's off on the corner, and he does a wonderful job. Most people get stiff-armed or they lose leverage to the outside. You practice that all week, over and over again as a coaching staff to not allow that to happen.
The offense is still on the field on 4th and 8.
And that was a corner blitz right there. And Kansas City does this as well as anybody. Instead of just having pass rush lane integrity, the blitz from the outside and keep the quarterback in. Well done.
Well, they risk it here at the 42 of KC.
Aggressive call here. Trying to get the 5 yards, get the field goal range.
Still got 12 seconds to play with on the down clock.
No, they're not going to snap this. They're really trying to get them offsides, and then they'll just take the penalty and move back 5 yards. And you could decline it if you're Kansas City if you want to make it tougher on the punter.
Timeout called. Delay of game is called.
We'll see if they keep him on the 42, 43-yard line and move him back. No need to waste a timeout there. That was smart on both teams.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
Okay, they'll step it back to the 47. So Hardman back deep. Sam Martin, the punter. End over end. You'll land near the 10. Fair call. Hardman at the 11. 35 yards, that's what they asked him to do. Now they're going to ask Mahomes.
On CBS is sponsored by Pepsi Zero Sugar. And by Hims, healthcare designed for you and delivered to your door.
Horns up. A lot of Buffalo Club. Formed as a fun way to bring fans together. Signature hat. Represents the unity and family bond of a herd. You see them everywhere. Here's a 1st and 10 to start the next drive for the Chiefs. And a gain of 3 for Kareem Hunt. Since he was signed and reappeared as a Chief Week 5, he's had the 2nd most carries of anyone in the league during that span. From Week 4 on, only Derrick Henry's had more. What a signee he has become for them.
And he was ready for his opportunity. Not everyone is. He was able to step right in, but Andy Reid, give him credit for changing the offense. A guy who always threw the ball a ton. Now if you play with 2 safeties back deep, they have no problem handing the ball to the run back.
2nd and 6. Quickly outside, nice catch. That was D-Hop right there. DeAndre Hopkins, we got an update. Let's send it back to New York. Adam Shine, it's all yours.
Jim Nance, you asked for it, you got it. Javonte Williams, take a look at this. 14-yard run, powering his way into the end zone. Denver, all over the Falcons, 14-3. Jim Nance, back to you.
Wow, speaking of the herd mentality, and the Broncos, this is a much better season than anyone expected. They're 5-5 and nearly had the Chiefs last week.
False start.
Enough for a blocked field goal from 35 yards out at the end. And check the flag.
I think it's a challenge from Buffalo on the catch.
Ruling on the previous play for completed pass is being challenged by Buffalo and is under review.
And Buffalo Bills head coach is going to challenge.
Goes the catch by Hopkins.
One of the best, and he looks in there at contested catches the game's ever seen, and he shows off again, and I think that's going to stand.
Yeah, he had possession. Got them both down. We'll step aside for a second.
It says the Bills just lost the timeout.
Kansas City seeking its first down. It's Hunt. Up ahead. He gallops to the 25. And for the first time, they're able to move the sideline crew.
And this is why Kansas City's so dangerous. They're not as explosive. We all know that. They're getting by each game, but they are fantastic at controlling the football game. They're number one in time of possession. They're always going to get a first down or two, 3-6 plays. They don't go 3 and out, and so they control the game. And a big part of that is they are fantastic on third down, number one in the league, and they're way better than they've ever been on third and short.
First down, 25-yard line. Down the field he goes.
That's the squad, yes.
He gets hammered after the catch and holds on right between Taron Johnson and Taylor Rapp. Pick up a 31.
What an outstanding play call right here. Worthy is going to come all the way, fight up and across the field here. And Mahomes fires it right after that little pick there. And that's what they have not been getting lately, is him down the field using that speed and taking a good hit at the end. But that's a big play for KC.
He steps right in there, knowing they're going to come in. A little contact after the rifle pass. First down, 44, Buffalo. Back to Hunt. Works the middle of the field as well as anyone.
This is concerning right now if I'm a Bill fan, because we talk about the line of scrimmage is really what decides these games far more than people realize. We all see the play at the end and stuff, but whatever quarterback is allowed to hand the ball off and get 5 yards on first down, I think we'll end up winning this football game. And honestly, right now, Kansas City is doing that better than Buffalo.
Top 5 right there, Tony.
They've done it multiple times, except for the interception, obviously, stopped Jason.
2nd and 5. Feed him again. Hunt able to go around his blocker. Tumbles about a yard short of the first. A long 3rd and 1 coming up.
And you see Tooney come out here and Williams right there, head on, but Hamlin fires, comes downhill through free safety position and makes it into a 3rd down and short.
Mark it right at the 35.
This is 2-down territory for Kansas City right here, especially with Butker out, like Tracy said earlier.
Pass complete, and it's Caliendo with the catch, who had been eligible on that line as a receiver 2 of the last 4 plays.
Jim. Caliendo's going to be on the edge of the line. Your job is to block down and then come out to the side. If you got a guy open in the flat, you throw it. If not, just turn and look backside to a guy who's obviously incredible at catching. That's what he's been his whole life, right?
Did I hear a little ode to Frank? A little go there, just a little bit. Here's Worthy. Gain of about 6.
You can see the concerted effort to get the ball to Worthy early in this football game on some screens, and he got the one down the field, and that's the only thing this team has kind of been missing to make them go to the even next level. Simple screen outside. The tackle's going to run out to get numbers.
So Worthy with 2 catches, including the 31-yarder, the big one to get him into this position. They moved up, trading with the Bills, 4 spots into the first round at 28 to take them. Back in the spring. Here's a 2nd and 4. Pass over the head. First target, if you will. Although Kelsey didn't have a chance for that one. He's been on some kind of tear here in the last 3 weeks. Travis Kelsey.
That he has. Still playing at an incredibly high level. In big games you saw in the playoffs last year, he turned it on big time. Mahomes made the game simple, and they kind of just carried this football team to a championship.
Vaughn Miller comes in on this passing down. 3rd and 4. Near side, number 40. He's made a career out of moments like this. Mahomes gets it away. It's Worthy again, having a huge first quarter. And they've got a first down near the 10-yard line. The seconds are running off here to close out the first.
And this was a great job getting his eyes around quickly, and Mahomes holding the inside defender and just instinctively getting it out. Good start right now for KC.
Driving McCann back to the 12. Chiefs are poised to strike. First up, though, is the Bills with a touchdown. 6-0 after 1. Buffalo. welcome you back to Highmark Stadium. It's the second oldest AFC stadium, a year younger than Arrowhead. 72-73 here. We start the second with Mahomes dumping it up to Worthy. His speed's going to
Did he get it?
Should be a touchdown.
Yes! Yes!
To get him all the way home, a 10-yard touchdown here.
Key to the game in some ways was Cooper and Worthy. Which one has a bigger game? Because Worthy has not been a focal point for this offense, and today, versus the looks that Buffalo will give you, some of the man stuff and some of the out-leverage zones, he's the speedster who has the ability to get you out of what you're trying in your design. And right now, Kansas City executed that perfectly.
Worthy with 4 catches on that drive alone for 61 yards and the touchdown.
Well, he's going to come all the way across from the backside. He's lined up in a tight end position on the left, and you just got to sprint all the way across. And Williams is fast, but that is a really difficult matchup for anybody to run across the field on Worthy, as it looks like he did not touch the ground before he reached the end zone.
Okay, Spencer Schrader with his first kick as the Chief, with Harrison Butker inactive with a left knee injury. And the kick is booted. Maybe right over the net. 7-6 lead it is for Kansas City. And we're back in 30 seconds after this from Progressive Insurance. Well, Mahomes on that drive was 5 out of 6, targeting Xavier Worthy 4 times for 61 yards. And you alluded to it earlier. What did Andy Reid tell us last night? You know, we need to get the ball into his hands more often. Got to get him a ball, and they have. And it's worked.
He's the game changer. It's the same way with Amari Cooper on the other side. These are their big play potential guys. And when both these teams want to play man-to-man, you have a chance for a huge play on any given play.
So Schrader, who will presumably have this job for about a month with Butker on IR, he booms that one to the back of the end zone. And here you go. It's been a tightrope. Now check this out. Who would ever guess they could do this?
Andy can definitely do that, right?
That last loss we were there was Christmas Day, Tony, at Arrowhead, where the Raiders beat them. They've won 15 straight, including the Super Bowl against San Francisco, but 12 of the 15 have seen them winning in one-score margin games.
And so much of that is mental. This team believes, and they've almost got that aura around them now, like the Bulls in the 90s. All right, yep, you guys are ahead, all right, but you know as well as I do, you know and I know that we're going to come back and win. So you've got to overcome that if you're their opponent.
Yeah, you know, we're going to figure it out. It's a little pass to Samuel, and he's got a gain of maybe a yard.
And there's only a handful of teams who really have the mental fortitude to really handle that. Because it's like, okay, we're winning. And you just start to like think differently, play differently, and then Kansas City ends up winning the game. And Buffalo is definitely one of those teams who has that same belief. They're like, no, we're that team, we're that guy. We can go down and win the game. It's because of that guy right there.
Second down and 9. Here's Allen. Jones Nero flips it forward and complete. He's just able to advance it end over end in the direction of Cook. Incomplete. Jones almost got to him here, Tone.
Well, if you're going to leave him one-on-one, he is going to wreck the game. And that is a mistake right there for Buffalo. If you're going to go ahead and throw the football, especially on a 2nd and long, he knows you're most likely to pass, and he's going to wreck it. And they're lucky right there. Something worse didn't happen.
You're talking about they know, we know, we're going to figure out a way. Last week, Denver had a 97% chance of winning the game. Leo Chanel blocked it to give the Chiefs the most unlikely of wins in this streak of 15. Here's a 3rd and 9. sidearm fling. It is
Oh no, not pass interference.
and Shakir near the necessary yardage. Looks like he got 8, maybe needed 9.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be pass interference on Kansas City because they dropped
Oh, come
Felix
on.
97. And I think he held Hollins running across the field, clear as day. So this will be a first down, Buffalo. And they picked up the blitz against a very difficult pressure there.
Holding. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. It's an automatic first down.
Defensive holding.
You'll see the pop-up right there.
Yep, and UDK. Zawo is right there holding on to Hollins.
And that's why that was an exotic pressure. And you got to give Buffalo a ton of credit. Joe Brady, Josh Allen, reconfiguring the protection to be able to handle that, and that's what allows that. Ball should have had to come out earlier.
First down it is. Off the penalty. Davidson has just been called up. 84 in motion. He's going to take off. And he slides. And Chanel was one of those in the area. Leo 54, the one again who saved the day last week with the blocked field goal.
And they tried to take a shot play down the field. And you're going to see the motion's going to come off, and they're hoping that that gets there, but really well done by Reed, coming out of the secondary and being prepared. These are two very disciplined defenses that are really well coached and don't just make little mistakes on motions and shifts, etc.
We met with Chanel last night. His teammates call him the Beast.
He is.
We'll be talking about him more in a little bit. As Cook.
Speaking of beasts, Cook is running downhill, and he's got a little beast in him as well.
Yeah, he's running a lot harder than he did a year ago. From year 2 to year 3, he's really worked on trying to gain some more strength, and his players see it. His teammates, they talk about his maturation. He's studying and all the schemes and concepts better than he did the first 2 years, and you see the difference in his numbers.
Yeah, and he got stronger, his lower body. He went to work in the offseason, and a lot of that, you know, you draft a guy in Davis. Competition, it's good for everybody. You're going to give it your best.
32. Straight quarterback run. Hey, this guy on the far side coming in, may mark him short.
Big games, big situations. Another designed run. I told you they're going to use his legs more in this game than they will in any other game as they give it a first down. And those hits you don't want him to take all the time, Jim, but you will in big games and in key situations.
They say he's got the first down, so onward they go from the 46.
From Kansas City on third downs and medium, short, and in the red zone. You've got to call a defense that prepares for that. As you see the jumbo in right here, extra tackle on the side, that's to be a handoff.
That would be Anderson. Here's the deep pass, and it's open. And it's Knox with the reception and wipes out about 3 technicians, but there to help him get up.
They got me and they got Kansas City. Everyone thinks ding, 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 extra lineman in. You're going to actually have the ability. Look at here. Chanel gets out leveraged, doesn't get deep enough, falls for the play fake. What a big time play design and call. And
Watch the bowling pins here.
bing.
24-yard gain.
Well, and that is a weakness for Kansas City, is tight ends. That's the one area you can give them, but you wouldn't think so with Kincaid out.
Cook, nowhere. And thrown back for a loss. It was Tershawn Wharton and a few others that put that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why you see Kansas City's third in the NFL in rush defense. It's going to be very hard for Buffalo, and Kansas City's getting those 5-yard runs. Cook has 5 rushes for 10 yards, so it's harder on Buffalo. They have to create those chunk plays like they just did.
Well,
they're going to score.
Is shaken up, Tony, after making that catch 2 plays ago.
They can't afford that.
No, as you said, Dalton Kincaid out with a knee, not on IR, and just inactive. Might be able to come back next week, but Right now, the concerns with Knox. Got poked in the eye.
Well, you got to give Buffalo credit for their play design and the personnel groupings. On the first drive today, Jim, they had 5 different personnel groupings. That means 3 receivers, 1 time, 2 receivers, 1 receiver, 3 tight ends, 2. They're continuing to run their offense and trust these young players. And Zach Davidson, 84, playing in his first game in the NFL. He's playing the tight end position. He's going to have a big role today, him and Morris.
And a tranquil thumb somehow got inside the face guard and inadvertently caused a little problem there. But you see the leaders through 10 weeks. Keon Coleman, the rookie they took in the second round of Florida State, wrist injury that he suffered when he got whacked on a pass play by former Bill Jordan Poyer. And then Kincaid.
They're both out today, which doesn't make you feel really comfortable, but you got Cooper back, and that's huge in the man-to-man situations, having a guy that you feel like has a tough matchup. So if he's out here, if you have to allocate resources back there, that opens up all these guys inside for space.
Second and 11. Pressure. Down to the right. Justin for a second long catch of the first half of Amari Cooper.
He's ran this route as well as anybody ever. It's a 5-yard fake in. He's going to go up, break in, and then go deep. And Josh hangs on the ball right to the last second to take a shot from Bolton. But Johnson out there one-on-one, that is such a tough matchup, Jim. Pressure, if you're going to pressure, you're leaving Cooper one-on-one, and that's why it's huge to have him back today.
There's a challenge flag issued by Kansas City.
I thought the same thing. They haven't shown it here in the
And
stadium, so I was
Andy Reid
wondering,
is
'cause to
got
me,
challenged.
It looks like it was really close.
Look at the way he adjusted.
Oh.
Josh.
Put in a bucket. Let's see where possession is. I don't think.
Earlier on the previous play, a completed pass is being challenged by Kansas City in the rear review.
First instinct says no catch, but does he have possession with the right foot before that one right there? This one's obviously out. Right here. Does the right foot stay in? No, that might be in. We'll see when we get back.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
Gosh, she's
The catch holds up after the review.
Yeah, Jim, I think Amari Cooper sticks it real well, and you see the back foot down just the right toes, which gives the left foot in. Great job by
Instead,
Cooper.
Andy Reid just lost his timeout.
6.5 yards out. Handoff. Cook. Trying to find it for the second time, and he does. Touchdown number 2 for James Cook. And the Bills regain the lead.
This is where you lift all them weights. How about Bill Parcells? Strengthen his lower body so he can deliver the blows, especially right through the A-gap. Watch this. Just meet Latimer in the middle. Boom. That's from the program on movie. Finishing it off. Cook beats Cook.
Now, Bass, who missed in the first PAT. This time, takes him for a 13-7 lead. Set up on the deep throw to Cooper, which was reviewed and upheld. And then Cook drives the legs home for the touchdown.
On CBS is sponsored by Wicked. Rated PG. In theaters Friday. Get tickets now. Valspar. Made for more. And by Modelo Chelada. Bring the savor.
Look at all those United States helicopters.
What a glorious sight it was. The end of the anthem, a salute to the men and women of the U.S. Army's 10th Mountain Division Light Infantry Combat Aviation Brigade for their incredible flyover based out of Fort Drum, New York. A couple of our crew members, Brian Kozowski and Mike Tippy, had to fly with the team yesterday. And an incredible time. But, you know, we were meeting with Cook, and he just kind of sensed he was going to be up to something big. And he said, I'm going to try to take it home, meaning the end zone, every time I touch it. And he's done it twice. He gives me now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, and I said, well, what's different about that? You don't try to take it home every time you touch the ball.
Tomorrow's going to be different.
It's been tough today, though. I mean, they got 23, 24 yards on 10 rushes. Kansas City made it difficult. They finished it.
Folks, prepare to be entertained after 24 years in the making. See the highly anticipated sequel to Ridley Scott's masterpiece, Gladiator 2. Get your tickets to the biggest movie of the year, only in theaters, November 22nd.
Well, are you not entertained? Well, Buffalo, KC. always entertaining. This feels like a huge game.
A couple of gladiators at quarterback going after it. As Mahomes.
Oh, going deep, yeah.
Oh, he didn't keep his foot in, Jim.
They say he's out. You saw it, Tony.
I think he was out.
Yeah.
He just didn't drag the back foot. His right foot's in. He dragged it before he caught the ball. Oh! It's just being a young player.
Yeah, no question, but they've been missing this kind of deep ball action this season. It would have been about a 40-yard game.
Well, and they had a few things designed, and we knew one of the keys to the game was to get him opened up and get him the speed on these safeties. Hamlin, you can't run with him.
On him as Patrick just gets rid of it before the sack. It was Russo who's having a big year. Greg Russo, and we've got players in the scrum and marker to boot. Juju Smith-Schuster was at the bottom of that pile.
Well, that was Buffalo coming after him with pressure, which got Rousseau wide open in the one-on-one situation. And that, Sean McDermott, Bobby Babich, they're like, we're not going to sit back in zone and let him keep taking shots downfield. They come after him. Really well-timed pressure. But here's the fight right here. And that was Trey Smith earlier on the penalty too, Jim. He was involved in it, I should say.
Somehow he comes out of the pile with his helmet off, which is not an ideal situation.
Well, if you're in Kansas City, you know he's their resident tough guy.
There are fouls by both teams. They will offset. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 65. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 57. Offensive foul, it's third down.
Oh, that adds up to a whole
So they're
bunch
not
of-
ejected.
The saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt. And these folks, they fought for some of the biggest games we've seen over the last 4 years, over and over again.
Well, you see Steele missed the pickup on that one. That's the overload to one side, and here's a huge third down.
3rd and 10 it is. P. Ryan in the backfield. Kelsey split out wide left. Comes back to the 20. And trouble. And gets sacked at the 19. Von Miller. We said he comes up big on these 3rd down plays. And he's done it again. He's made a career out of it. Russo was there too.
Your ability to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him get outside of this area. Keep him contained. Nobody gets here. If he stays in here, you win. And they do an excellent job of that. When he steps up, you're right there to get him. No one better than Buffalo. And pass rush lane integrity.
And Oliver, that whole front, just came after him, forcing the punt by Ariza. To the 34. Covington. For the wiggle. Now run back to the 40-yard line. And right. And went out and got him in a trade with the Jets back in August. A 25-yard return.
It's a great job by the scouting department. Undrafted free agent on the Jets, and they went and got him. And you can see he's got some electricity in him. Outstanding. That's how football teams get depth, improve in subtle ways that don't show up until they do.
Yeah, Hendershot is the one who got him. He was picked up in a trade with the Cowboys, a backup tight end who ended what was threatening to be a return that could go the distance. 1st and 10 setup at the 41 of the Chiefs.
Well, they bring in the big personnel again, an extra lineman. Last time they got the big play down the field to Knox.
By the way, Knox is in there. He's going to deny. Here's Cook. Oh, almost got a 5-yard loss. Somehow turns it into a 1-yard gain. Justin Reed able to finally end it, but that looked like a big setback for a moment.
It was a good job by Johnson, the corner, to step up. Set the edge there and extend the play, but Cook just too strong with the lower body.
You see so far, Allen 9 of 13, 124. Mahomes, 71 yards of it. Well, 61 of the 71's gone to Worthy, including a touchdown.
So far, Buffalo's down on the big plays. They haven't been able to consistently run the ball. They finished it off in the red zone, but haven't blitzed it yet.
Second and 9 with release, and Samuel was not quite in position.
And that would have actually been an easy first down right there. Josh just rushes this. This was into a pressure off the left side. And if you could throw this ball versus a pressure, so right here, if you can time this up, he blitzes and you throw it out there, they're less numbers. That could have been a big play.
Instead, it's 3rd and 9. And they make something of a big punt return.
It scares you to keep blitzing right after they timed it up perfectly. See if Spagnuolo does it again.
Able to shake off the hit by Jones. And falls forward about 2 or 3 yards short of the first. From here, it will be about a 51-yard field goal attempt where they can go for it on 4th and 2.
Chris Jones one-on-one again. I keep talking about if you're going to leave him one-on-one, he will wreck the game. Josh Allen fortunate to get away here, but takes a wicked shot at the end. And a huge 4th down coming up here. Watch Josh Allen's legs, gentlemen.
4th and 3 it is.
You don't normally want to pressure here because you can get a real quick throw. But right now, I'm not letting him use his legs. You have to have a spy at least.
11 for 12 in the year on 4th down. Watson.
Yes, picked off.
With the interception on a pass that was intended, I believe, for Knox.
Well, you're going to have a simple throw to the left, but Josh just under pressure throws it away. Just a really poor decision on this. Expected Knox to keep going, and Knox ends up stopping right when he lets it go, but just floating it. And that was not one of his better plays, and he's done such a good job all year. Until then, last week was the first time I saw him make a couple silly decisions.
Coach Spags' defense comes up with it. I never had a chance because they went to it so quickly. They had a kick field goal there to go up 2 scores.
I would have.
Yep, they go for it, and it backfires. Kansas City with the pick.
Today, experience Christmas like you've...
Downtown Buffalo here in Western New York, and the takeaway by the Chiefs. And a nice run back to the Buffalo 40. Smart. It's hit high and low. Falls for about 3. Are they done? The early pick, just not even a minute into the game. A punt, then a long touchdown drive. 88 yards in 11 plays, and another punt.
Yeah, it's rare. Kansas City losing the time of possessions. They don't normally go 3 and out. At the early interception, both quarterbacks trying to do too much on both of those interceptions.
2nd and 8. Pass dumped off to Noah Gray, who's got all kinds of wide open space. Down to the Buffalo 23. 15 yards picked up.
It's a great play design and your ability against this defense. They put a shell on the outside, so you want to work inside. They watch on the right. Noah Gray pretends to block, gets Von Miller to go upfield, and nobody better than Andy Reid at screen design game.
First catch by Kansas City tight end goes to Gray. Here's Hartman. End around. Hartman, who had the winning touchdown of the Super Bowl, bounces out after a first down.
Another perfectly timed call. Buffalo comes after him. Internal pressure and you run wide. If you run wide when they blitz in the middle, you're going to have a good outcome. But stiff arm to say, hey, good to see you, Taryn.
See, did they get the
Look at Kelsey blocking. That was correct. Second shot.
One line out of it. To Hartman. Used to wrestle down by Tuhill. It's going to be a little bit short.
That was a good job by Tuhill right here coming out. This could have easily been a first down. And just get forward. Just get forward and get the extra yard or 2. But it's a good job tackle. Very disciplined football team.
3rd and a foot.
Kelsey comes out. What do you think it is? Pass or run? It's a run.
Inside Gill. Steele, the rookie from UCLA, has the first down.
And I think that's a big reason why they're actually really good in short yardage. They've got multiple backs who do different things well, and they're going to get Pacheco back and give them a lot of depth there. You see what Hunt has done coming on. You see Steele in short yardage does a wonderful job getting vertical, 1 foot in the ground, finishing it off.
First down at the 13. Great drop back. Now rolling. Faking. Running out of room to the end zone. Falls caught at about the 3-yard line. What a catch in traffic.
That was incredibly risky.
That was Hendershot.
Taron Johnson does as good a job as anybody. When Mahomes fakes, like, he keeps running, but this ball, if it was anywhere else, could have gone the other way. But what a catch by Hendershot. Look at this. You've got safety come flying in. You've got Benford. Kansas City fortunate, but Kansas City, #1 in the NFL in red zone offense, and a lot of the reason is the quarterback's legs.
1st and goal. This is Kareem punt territory quite often. It is here, too. A whistle first. It looked like a touchdown. They call timeout first. We're back in 30.
Hey, Jay from State Farm. Check it out.
The old Fumble-Rooski. Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old Bundle-Rooski.
Ooh, that's a better play.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle-Rooski.
Yeah.
Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski. Bundle-Rooski-doo. Try it.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
He can, though.
Well, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
see Andy Reid in that double box. Knew the minute he called it, but he called something that's going to take away a touch. Worthy is in the backfield. Now Pirine comes in to join him. First and goal. Mahomes. Pass in traffic. Intended for Pirine. And it'll be second and goal.
That's one area when you go against Kansas City, they're going to have all this crazy stuff, but the ball's going to come back right here to the B gap. One way or another, they're going to run it there. They're going to have misdirection, a little shovel pass, smartly throwing it a little low so they can't get tipped, and then they're going to get you right to the front of the pylon. Those are the areas you have to defend if you're defense against Kansas City.
They bring Hunt back in on second and goal. And they give it to Kareem. Epenesa has hold of him. And it's no game.
How huge is that timeout call right now that you had the perfect plan? You also wasted one of your red zone plays you spend all week on to get an advantage because the defense has numbers and you waste it, so you can't remove that technically, even though I'm going to think about it here.
Now it's third and goal. They bring in Hopkins and Smith-Schuster.
Remember, you're going to defend the pylon, and then the B gap on the right and the B gap on the left. End up there after all the eye candy motions.
Here's the snap. Back to Mahomes. Quick grab. Touchdown.
Yes, touchdown.
They spread everybody out. Cause confusion. And standing all alone, wide open is Gray, who had an earlier catch on this drive. And the Chiefs are a point after away from taking the lead again.
Well, there's four guys over there, and so Bernard has to wait for someone to come to him. The problem is you can't wait when they only have a few yards to go. You've got to get up on it. But when they put four guys on one side, Jim, in a bunch formation, you can't just play man because someone will get rubbed off. So you zone it off, and that creates just a little bit of room for easy pitch catch.
And Schrader comes back out. And this Mauls a second. Third lead change of the quarter started with Connor. Designed for taking it the distance. He got tackled in the Kansas City side of the field and eventually. The Verizon halftime report coming up with JB, Nate, Matt, Coach Coward, JJ, live on the field. All the latest NFL scores and highlights coming up on the Verizon halftime report. So Noah Gray with his first touchdown catch of the season. And the run back here. Covington, nice punt return. This time, they're on him quickly, including Roland Wallace. These two quarterbacks, this is why all the star power, go back to when they both were starting in 2019. They kind of linked up as starters, I should say. Look at a 1 and 2.
Each one's upset at the other one. He's ahead of me here. How about you? That's why when you talk about whether it's a huge game, and they're all big games in the NFL, but these are games that you're going to remember forever. People will remember. Remember the Jim Kelly versus Marino, Kelly versus Elway. Those are huge games. I remember being so excited for those games.
Here's Allen's pass. And it's a catch to Knox. Of course, I like to say that this is the direct descendant of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
You're exactly right.
This rivalry. It's Knox with Reed behind him.
And that's the one Achilles heel a little bit, if you can find one or two for this Kansas City defense, is the ability for tight ends to have big games against them. Just the way they design their coverages, you have advantages there. So that's big that Knox, who's already come up big in this game, is showing that again.
They're not going to run a play. And we're run down to the 2-minute warning. Smart.
Every reach a 2-minute warning.
America's largest 5G network, and by USAA, official salute to service partner of the NFL.
Downtown Buffalo, and there's the crew on position. They won't be breaking any tables at halftime like they did with the NFL today. The Verizon halftime report coming up. Great to have the crew on hand. What an hour they had rollicking here outside Highmark Stadium. 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's 2nd and 5. As Johnson gets the handle, he's got the first down. Running behind Connor McGovern.
And that's their best run of the game, and that's situational ball where Kansas City thinks it's going to be a pass. That's when you can take advantage.
They picked up 8.
Possibly come back with the same thing.
Look who's open. Caught. That's Samuel. 21 yards on that pass play.
What a great job by Josh Allen looking off. It's cover 2. It means the corner's going to stay in the flat. He stayed here. Josh Allen had his eyes look over here. He kept it there and threw behind him.
Back to Ty Johnson. Hanging on to the football. He's wanting a face mask, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Chris Jones grabbed it for sure on that one. And it was pretty easy to see from up here. But Ty Johnson, one of the better third down backs in the league. And this is his time right now. Utilize him.
Second and 5 with 52 seconds. Shakir holds on, but wrapped up quickly again by Connor. That previous play, Josh reminding, that's big. There's 15 yards that they would have been given.
Yeah, we can see it from up here. The head doesn't usually stay that direction for that long, and Chiefs fortunate that didn't go against him.
Another timeout called by Bills head coach.
Leaving them with 1. 3rd and 1 on the way. This is an interesting thing here. This season, Kansas City has not given up a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the first half. 2 of the teams have done that, Chargers and Dolphins. However, it actually goes through the last 25 games, only 1 touchdown allowed in the last 2 minutes, and that was by the Bills in that divisional game here back in January. 1 touchdown, 25 games, last 2 minutes. Bills would like to do it again.
And it shows you just the next level system that Steve Spagnuolo has, the continuity in the coaching staff, the players. They're able to do stuff when teams get on the ball very quickly and have exotic pressures and still make it look very simple. And it is simple.
It's Johnson. Johnson able to get the first down with ease, and he's made some nice runs.
Put the ball down and give it to the ref. It's 38 seconds to go in the half.
A lot of time to showboat. Now 30 seconds. Cross to the sideline, and Shakir has a catch for a minimal gain.
And this is where you're always playing the cat and mouse game. Do we pressure, do we not? Do we give up the opportunity for a touchdown? Because once you get in field goal range, you usually get soft and make them have to work the field. Right when they're on the 50, before then, is when you would come after them, try and knock them back, and don't allow them to get 3 points. But now that they already have that, you protect the end zone, keep everything in front of you, 5 yards at max. But once again, Spagnuolo, he's a hair different.
27 seconds. And again, 1 timeout for the Bills.
Not coming after him again.
They'll roll outright. Gonna survey and fire. And find Hollins, who's been a great pickup for them in the offseason. Matt Hollins takes it inside the 20 and a gain of 12.
Remember I talked about you got to keep the quarterbacks in here, and the way to do it is for you to keep pass rush lane integrity, keep them in there. You'll see Karlaftis on the right. He goes inside. Now you just gave up that circle where he can get outside of it, and that allows these quarterbacks to take advantage every time.
Cooper and up to the left in the slot. 20 seconds. First and 10. Pass wide on Johnson. McDuffie all over him. It's airtight coverage.
Normally you like the matchup with Johnson. Good third down back, route runner. Does a good job pass pro, but not when you got McDuffie. An all-star slot corner guarding him one-on-one. Good throwaway. You look, that's McDuffie. When you got your top corner guarding a running back, that could be a pick 6 very quickly.
Second and 10 with 16 seconds.
You can throw anywhere. You can use your legs. Don't let Josh Allen get out of the pocket. Keep him in that circle I keep talking about. Don't run past the quarterback.
Quick throw to Shakir. Shakir does not get out of bounds.
Now you take it to 4 seconds.
Ooh. Connor and Bolton brought him down. Timeout called by the Bills with 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a throwaway, or if the defense isn't prepared and they somehow leave it one-on-one outside, which Kansas City will definitely be prepared. So you run all go. Everyone runs into the end zone, and as soon as you see a lot of guys back there, you throw it over their head. Don't be one-on-one situations, Kansas City.
There's two players out today who are young players, a rookie and a second-year player in Coleman and Kincaid, who, as their careers mature, they will be forces in red zone. Coleman's physical, Kincaid is shifty, and going to be a great tight end in this league. They don't have him today.
You're exactly right. That is a huge difference. And Coleman, you talk about 6'4", coming into his own. Great catch radius. But right now, you put everybody out there, they should have a blanket, and these guys should get back on the outside.
3rd and 11. The one throw to the end zone. And Shakir was the target. Leslie Johnson was right there. Will there be a chance for Bass to kick a field goal for the lead at the intermission? Will be about 33 yards. It's like a PAT. And we know what happened with the first one.
Yep, and that's exactly two teams who know exactly what to do. You throw it over their head if the other team is situationally aware.
Who had that game-winning 61-yarder against Miami just 2 weeks ago, his career long. Played hero role. It's 3 more, and the Bills. Time runs out.
It's halftime.
What a
He changes.
a shock in this series, right? We've never seen that before.
No kidding. We've seen more than 4 lead changes in a fourth quarter.
The heavyweight fight still stays in the balance.
Let's go to Trace.
Well, Coach, this is how it always goes between these two teams. What is it going to come down to?
Well, we got to play good fundamental football. We get the ball in the second half. That first drive will be big for us.
What do you want to see from your offense after these last 2 drives you saw?
Well, we had some opportunities. You know, we didn't convert on that 4th down, so we've been moving the ball a little bit. Just got to stay in rhythm.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Trace.
The Chiefs and the Bills, back and forth again. Why not? They do it again. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
It's the most wonderful time. With the kids jingle. Be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
Whether your phone's broken or old, we've got you. With Verizon, anyone can trade in any phone, any condition. And get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. For everyone in the family. Only on Verizon.
Hello?
What role do Australian actors play in Hollywood? See for yourself, mate, tonight.
A lot goes into the decision-making process between an elite athlete and a school. But sometimes it comes down to a gut feeling, recognizing an unshakable desire to be elite. It's when game recognizes game.
Right now, get 1.9 plus up to $4,900 total savings plus no payments for 90 days on the 2024 F-150 Hybrid. Bexley, Georgia is truck country, and no one knows trucks better than Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. If you've got a job to do, Woody Folsom has the truck you need. Take on any task with powerful performance and rugged features, on or off the road. You'll find the truck you need at the right price. And best of all, Woody Folsom will always give you the very best customer service and a pressure-free shopping experience.
This is Woody. Better get to Baxley and talk to us or visit us online at woodyfolsom.com. Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Together, let's drive.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick. Exceptional by design. Get
Use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of any Productions is prohibited.
Kansas City and Buffalo, the best rivalry of this time. Dumping it off to Worthy. Should be a touchdown, and it is. Cook turns it in for the touchdown. Trying to find it for the second time, and he does.
This is why you lift all them weights.
Bills deferred at the top, so they'll be receiving the football in a moment. 16-14 lead for Buffalo. And let's take a look at some first half highlights presented by State Farm.
And both quarterbacks have given the ball away once, but the Chiefs on the long drive, Worthy was the central focus point there, and Cook has finished off 2 plays in the red zone with an aggressive running style on that. It's creative, but the Chiefs are doing what they always do in the red zone. They create these little bunch formations, get these little plays, but this has been kind of what we expected, you know? Bills winning the margin, right, 3 yards?
Yeah, almost 2-1, but do you sense, I know it's a 2-point lead, an edge on either side going into the second half?
The biggest thing is the pressure Buffalo's been able to exude onto Mahomes. Right now, they're really getting to him. I think that the Chiefs have to get the ball to the running backs in space, either handoff, but throwing the ball to their back and the tight ends is going to be a key. They're not going to be able to beat them outside consistently. They're going to slow Worthy down, but that's going to open up the guys inside.
Okay, touchback it is. Tracy, all yours.
Well, Jim, Andy Reid at halftime saying he really liked the rhythm of their 2 touchdown drives. They need to continue to do that, he said, in the second half. Defensively, though, he said they need to limit the extended drives because those explosive plays are killing them in that first half.
4-0 when trailing at halftime this season. Again, they've trailed in virtually every game this year and managed to come back and win every time.
This is a monster drive. To be able to go up 2 scores here, they can go down and get 7.
Here's Allen. Fake going over to Cook. Eventually goes to him. Waited for something to open up. There wasn't much there. Again, this Jamari Connor, who's in on a lot of plays, including a pick.
Yeah, he plays their nickel position a lot now. Once they lost Snead, McDuffie, who's an outstanding slot corners, had to move outside a lot more, and Connor's done a really good job this year. He's tough, he's physical. He may not be able to cover quite like McDuffie, but not many people can. But he actually has really shown the ability to go to the next level, which is helpful. As you see him line up right here, he's huge in the run game and having to defend the pass.
Second down and 7. Another quick pass, and Nick Dana knocks it down. That's an incomplete pass. You got this little chess match going on, and that you've got Brady against Spagnuolo. Joe Brady. And this was a call, trying to get the ball in the hands quickly of Shakir. We saw that 4 times in the first half.
Buffalo has like 2 or 3 offenses. One is on the early downs where they run the football and they get these quick screens that are almost utilized as runs. But you see, they're 3rd in the NFL, points per game. They're in rhythm. But this game will come down to these plays, Jim, and which quarterback can actually create and move the chains.
3rd and 7. Blitz, stepping up, heaving it deep. Triple coverage on Dawson Knox. We're seeing some limitations really for the Bills on the outside in the passing attack.
Josh is going to want this one back, Jim. I want you to watch. It's an overload pressure from the left, and now watch. Right here. Samuel's going to come wide open, and he decides to go against the guy who has 3 guys around him. Those are the plays that determine games sometimes, if you have just that extra 10th of a second to see it.
3 plays in the punt for the first time for the Bills. Crashes this one high in the sky. Fair point. 47-yard punt. By the way, on Thanksgiving Day, we're going to be in Detroit.
Thanksgiving Day Bills with the Lions.
Country music's hottest rising
I want Detroit Lions to win.
Headline the Thanksgiving halftime show, powered by Verizon. Kickoff is at 12:30 Eastern, right here on CBS. This guy's seen a few good shows in the past year or so, but so far in the first half, no catches.
That's surprising, too, especially the structure, but it's because Buffalo's playing all man.
Look at Hunt. Good. We talked about in the first half how hard he runs. And we're trying to say, who was it like? Back in the day, Dallas had Marion Barber, but more recently, Marshawn Lynch. Very similar style Lynch, who came in the league, drafted by the Bills.
Yeah, he has an aggressive running style, gets downhill, and his ability to stay in shape and be ready to go at a moment's notice is why he's out here and he's playing, like you said, some of his best football of his career. But a lot of man coverage by Buffalo. They usually play zone, but they're landing on the line today.
2nd and 3. Yes, caught. And there is Travis's first catch, about a foot short of the first.
And they do it again here. Another play where they call man coverage, 5-man, 4-man, 6-man pressures they're running, and that's short for sure. But to me, Jim, that's playing with fire, and it's been okay so far. That's how they slow the running game down, but they've never ran this many man coverages against Patrick Mahomes in the entire time that this series is going on.
Kelsey out for this play. 3rd and 1. And Hunt is stopped. No gain. And Sewell Douglas is one of those who came up to make the play, and now it's 4th down.
He came out last year from Green Bay, and he's done an outstanding job. He's a great tackler, getting in there. But that was really from the inside. Ed Oliver's having an outstanding game today.
How about this? They're just trying to draw him off 4th and 1.
I don't think Andy does that often from here. I think he's actually going to possibly go for this. This is shocking.
From his own 29, with Steele and Hunt lined up behind Mahomes.
They are trying to draw him outside. Whenever the quarterback overacts, they're trying to draw him outside.
I think he's pretty good at these commercials. I don't say he overacted.
Oh, too much time.
And we'll back him up. Go ahead, Hunt.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Andy's pretty good in those, too.
Yeah, he is. Natural.
He is. I saw he's got a nice Skechers commercial coming up and did a good job in. But right now, these 2 stops are huge because someone's going to get an upper hand. If Buffalo can go down and score, this becomes a tall task for Kansas City coming back because this is not all the other opponents they've played. This is a real championship contender.
Rises, stands at the 10. No heavy pressure. Guto sails to the 18. Codrington. Stepped up. Williams. P-Ryan also there. 58-yard mark. 15-yard return. Each team begins the 3rd quarter with 3 and out.
Gladiator 2.
Thursday Night Football as the Bengals
I want the
face
Chargers
Cardinals
to
on
win
NBC,
tonight.
and concludes with Monday Night Football as the Texans square up against the Cowboys on ESPN and ABC. Then Week 12 kicks off with Steelers-Browns. Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Uh-oh.
These amazing shots of today's game provided by Nationwide. 50-degree day here in Western New York. The 8-2 Bills and the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. We're landing in for Buffalo to start the second series of this quarter. And it's Cook diving in for a couple. What do you expect now? Buffalo is going to try to do offensively in the second half.
Well, I think what you found, the success they had in the first half was some of the chunk plays, the explosives that they got. And it was when they had in the extra linemen. Brady's done a great job this year of really having his pulse on what the defense is doing and adjusting. And right now, if Kansas City, they came in because of the screen passes, the run game, and they're slowing those down. But that allowed some of the shot plays, the explosives. I'd get back to that on first and second down. If you get into a drop back game, they're going to come after you.
Second and 8. Looks across the middle. This is Zach Davidson, just brought up this week. He's 6'7", and this is his first ever NFL action in a regular season game out of Central Missouri. Blew out a knee a year ago and hasn't taken the field until today.
Yes, and he is a target when he stands out there. We were at practice, an imposing figure, and you're going to see them send 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends in the game, and you can utilize him as a receiver in some ways because of his ability with the height and the range, catch radius. I think you'll see that come up in the red zone if they get down.
So 3rd and 3.
Quarterback's legs. Gotta watch it. Come after him. That's where you stop it.
Right. Completing for the first down. It's Knox. And the Bills. That's a first down by either side of this quarter.
It's just a simple play. You almost get into a little bit. Sorry, right here. It's like it's a pick. So you go behind him. You can go in or out. And Knox, the veteran, knows exactly where to go. You read the leverage. You can break in or out, and it just makes it hard on a team like the Chiefs who plays an in and out version on defense. Whoever goes inside, I got it. Whoever goes outside, you got it.
The rookie, Ray Davis at running back. On first down, and Josh slides with London at the 49, where he began the move to the ground. It's interesting watching that right side of that line without Spencer Brown today, and they've had to go, you see, Vandermark, 74. They've done a pretty good job so far on Chris Jones and Karlaftis, who are both often on that side.
Yeah, well, he's done okay. You're right, but right there, the last 2 plays, he's kind of struggled. Right there, miscommunication, blocks down on Chris Jones, should have popped out, and that made Josh have to turn and run. Good job not taking a minus play.
2nd and 8. Right ahead, Davis.
Look at this defense against the run.
That's a wall. It's a defense that's only given up one 100-yard rusher this year. That was Lamar Jackson. They have not had a single running back this season gain 60 yards on the ground.
They just do a great job of staying square to the line of scrimmage and pushing back, not getting displaced in the middle. And then you have guys who are willing to fight, get in there and tackle. And the second-level defenders, and Steve Spagnuolo knows you can stop the run. You can send your star Warriors defense out there on 3rd and long.
Look at Spags back there at the 41 on the far sideline. And he'll get the position here. He's on the field playing. Here's a pass. And it's incomplete. That was on a 3rd and 8 trying to hit Shakir.
This is the second time Josh wants one back. He actually has a wide open, simple out cut that he threw to start the game, and he ends up going inside.
In my country called that
behind. Because Uche comes popping out of the D-line. It just looks muddy to quarterbacks. That's what makes it hard. Spagnuolo as good as anybody at making it. You're not sure where to go with your eyes.
So Sam Martin, punt number 3 in this game.
defense is adjusting so far in the second half.
Kansas City's dropped 2 deep. And come to the 6-yard line. McCartney wants to try to run it. He's brought down at the 14-yard line. Lewis is the one who ended the return after a 44-yard punt. No action by the offenses after halftime so far. Bills still cling to the lead.
Is sponsored by LLB. Only the best gifts. Pepsi Zero Sugar. And by Burger King.
In February, the Chiefs became the 9th team to go back-to-back championships. 8 previous, going for a three-peat, never made it back to the Super Bowl. This bunch is undefeated in November. And they start this drive with a punt up to about the 19. Just so hard, you know, to win 2 in a row. How about just even getting to 3 straight Super Bowls? The Dolphins did it back in the Shula days. And of course, the Bills, Marv Levy and that bunch, they went to 4 straight Super Bowls, and the Patriots did it 16 through 18.
This is their time, Kansas City. They're making a run everyone talks about. They're just slowly getting to that undefeated season. But right now, this is a very different game. 4 of their 6 possessions haven't gotten the first down. 3 out of 3 of them the interception on the second play of the drive.
Second and 6. Rolling, flinging.
Yes, what? Yes.
Rock and roll, Jim Nance. Brock Purdy, 3-yard touchdown. Wide open to Juan Jennings. 17-13 San Francisco. Back to my guys, Jim Nance, Tony Romo.
All right, Adam Shine. Of course, Jennings had a monster Super Bowl game. Kansas City caught one, threw for another. Let it shine. Thank you, Adam. Here we go with the 1st and 10. Kansas City.
Running back.
To the 20, where he fires it down to Hartman, and he's able to pick up some speed and some extra yardage down that sideline.
This is where the leverage coming after him again. Buffalo trying to create pressure on the edge. You see Johnson blitzing. That leaves an area open, and Mahomes' eyes always help the offensive player get more run after catch because he moves defenders and he looks really late.
You saw him step out 2 yards past the marker, gain of 12. Hunt tripped up, keeps his balance. Close to about the 49. Hendershot,
still chippy out here.
Benford.
Once Kansas City gets in rhythm, Jim, they're very difficult to stop. We've seen that all year long. And only 2 drives today got the first down in their first 4 plays, like we talked about. And when they do get a first down, they've scored 2 touchdowns. And this is now the 3rd drive that they have that opportunity. And you can see both these teams have been ready to go this week.
You let go, I'll let go.
You go first.
No, you. 2nd and 4. Smith-Schuster in motion to the near side. And Mahomes has to pass off away from Russo.
Och kommer snart indeed.
As he goes out sideways, trying to get near the first, but there's a flag behind him.
It's a great pass rush by Russo on the edge. He still kept pass rush lane integrity there. And at the end, I think he probably got help as well.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Morris, who came in at the end of the game last week, but you'll see right here, remember, create that wall, that picket fence. Don't run behind him. Don't go way inside. Don't let Mahomes get outside the pocket moving forward. Well done there by Russo. But these tackles are the reason why it's hard to sustain drives, right? Great interior 3. Tennessee is always trying to help them on the edge.
Of course, really having issues at left tackle most of the season. Trying to get a rookie in there, Kingsley, who's inactive today. 2nd and 14. Mahomes way downfield.
What? Yeah. No.
Benford somehow broke it up.
Are you sure he didn't catch that?
He thinks he did. He thinks it's a catch and down on the ground.
When he gets his hands on it, he almost always comes down with it. No, that's no catch. Benford, good poise through the ball. Right here, not get your hand in there.
Look at Hopkins.
He tried. That's the correct call. Incompletion, and now it's loud.
And it's 3rd and 14. Just feel this. Russian 5. Underneath Kelsey. Held on by the ankle, and that's it. Lewis won't let go. They take him off the field.
Kelsey's going to help with a chip and then get out in the route. And you see flying in there from the top is Lewis, and this was an outstanding play. I want you to look at Lewis. He's all the way up here. Sorry, right here. He's going to come flying from the top. You would never think he's man-to-man on Kelsey. Great range ending the drive.
No pressure put on Eliza. Still able to boom it, and Covington carries it out of bounds.
This feels like a playoff game, right? With the way they're hitting fields.
Yeah.
Like they're shooting the air. This is good.
And neither team is midfield in the second half. It remains 16-14. Bills top. Plus streams the NFL on CBS every Sunday at home or on the go all season long, right through the AFC Championship game and the battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy. Sartori removed by the Diamondbacks head manager. That's the 17-yard line.
Alert, switch. Back up.
Right on your cue. They run it with Cook. Contact quickly on him. Tranquil among those who hit him. We've got another update. Adam Shine, it's all yours.
Jim Nance, Bono's touchdowns. Bo Nix to Love Jordan Humphrey. 41 yards. That's 4 touchdowns for Bo Nix today. All Denver. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson.
Great job today. Adam Shine pinch hitting. That was Little Jordan, not to be confused with Big Jordan. He used to play for the Bulls.
Shine's doing a great job.
Always. 2nd and 9. Passes it over to Cook. Falls on the ground. He swallows it up. It's getting very difficult to find any spare yardage out here in this second half.
The discipline of these defenses, just watch. I want you to see this like second level, the linebacking level. Pause it right there. Look at that. If you look, they have every area of the field in a zone covered, and they're all on a string. No one's right next to another defender. They're all 6 yards apart, 10 yards apart, and they move on a string together. Really disciplined defenses here today.
6 out of 11 on 3rd down. This is 3rd and long. We're back inside your own 20. Down the field, almost.
No, not past the interference.
Gonna be on Connor. Curtis Samuel almost reeled it in.
Josh has to throw this with a guy in his face right there, and he just tosses it up.
Pass interference. Defense number 27. First down and start of the 5.
That's a really tough route to cover for anybody. You're on the inside, you're playing a tight end position, you run all the way across the field in man-to-man, and if you don't get pressure, it's a decent job by Connor, but he just a little early and still almost came up with a great grab, but that'll be called every time.
That's a big penalty. They got him out of the jam. They would have been fine. Their own 18, now to the 40 with Davis. And Chanel is there on the hit. Chanel.
I mean, this defense against the run, Jim, they don't give up anything, you know. Big reason. They've got a very similar front four, but this linebacking crew, Tranquil, Bolton, Chanel, these guys are explosive, strong, fast. That front seven, secretly under the radar, as good as anyone in the National Football League.
Chanel out of Wisconsin, trying to follow his game. He's in after Luke Kuechly, and still goes back and watches Ray Lewis video all the time, trying to learn how to make plays on some of the greats. Nate, again, quick toss. Shakir, finding room, and stacked up by Bolton, who prevented him from getting to the first down yardage, a yard short.
Good job by Dawkins, left tackle. He's going to pop out and get out there, and he ends up taking Dana, but right now it's a big 3rd and 1. Get up, quarterback sneak in.
Hurry up they go, and he backs it in. Allen picks up the first.
And it's a good job doing that quick, because then you can't substitute and get all the big guys in.
Well, a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, and a big 3rd down conversion by Josh Allen. Look at him back it in, looking down the line while he does it.
That push inside. Good job by McGovern, who's coming to replace the legend. Mitch, who's always been one of the Buffalo legends around here. It's such an important position right there, communication. He's stepping in.
Good job, Mitch Morrison. First time past the 50 in this half as he throws it over to Shakir. Comes out of a tackle and takes off down to the 26-yard line. He got away from Connor, and the Bills are making a move here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
It's all Josh Allen, and then it's all Shakir. Go ahead and watch. He's going to look. Keep his eyes downfield, 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 downfield. Oh, boom. And that gives you room. So then Shakir can do what he does best, which is run after catch. Like I said, he's on pace to lead the NFL in rack yards. And
that's the other quarter 3. The music Walla Walla Washington.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter at Highmark Stadium. And you can see their new stadium off to the right. Began construction in 2023 in the spring. Will open 2 seasons from now in 26. And it's set in the different directions, north-south the field, to try to eliminate some of the brutal winds off the lake. Here's the fourth quarter start with Allen slinging his sidearm to Samuel. And he's just inching shy of another first down. Tony, this saw no scoring in the third, but what about the fourth coming up? How do you see it?
Well, these two heavyweight hitters, Mahomes, Allen, you knew they were going to want to bring their A game into this environment. And right now, I think it's time for them to grab their Superman cape that they've been keeping in the drawer all year. They pull them out right now and find out which guy is going to give us the edge.
Davis. Driving up ahead right into Brian Cook. That's a first down for the Bills at the 11-yard line. Gain of 6.
One of the biggest holes we've seen all day for Buffalo. And Kansas City might be getting worn down as they're losing time possession. And that never happens.
And you see what the quarterbacks have done. Mahomes with a couple of touchdown tosses. One to Worthing, one to Gray. 220 yards passing for Josh. First and 10.
They want to run it to the left here, but does he do it? No.
One right, it's Davis. Bolton stayed with him. So did Nazeeh Johnson, no gain.
This team likes to run the ball to the weak side a lot, and sometimes that's because of the matchup, the tight end position, and right there you see them get knocked back. But the time of possession, this could be wearing on Kansas City, who is #1 in the NFL and controls all games. They usually only get 34 minutes. Today, Buffalo's doing to them what they've done to every other team, and that wears on you the longer you're out there.
If they can score a touchdown and convert the PAT, they will have a 2-score lead in the fourth. 2nd and 10. Big time blitz. Allen throws. Has his target. Samuel takes it home for the touchdown. Josh saw an open man. Samuel stumbled for a second to make the catch and then gathered himself and gave the Bills now the lead at 8 with the PAT to come.
Watch, it's a simple shallow cross, but the bump comes over, and they get lucky that there's not a penalty. Hollins accidentally bumping in to McDuffie, and now you've got yourself a serious threat for Kansas City to overcome late in the game.
The point is good. It's a 2-score game with 12:51 remaining. That's a drive of 83 yards in 6 minutes. Buffalo up by 9.
When I was younger,
Randy Travis. Yup.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve. And by AG.
Ah, shut up.
Everything.
Here in Buffalo, the Bills have gone up 9 in the fourth quarter. And how about this amazing stat? Regular and postseason, 9 straight wins when trailing by at least 7 points. And they have trailed in every game this season but one. They have had this tightrope streak of 7 fourth quarter comebacks in that time. By the way, Saturday, it's big time at 3:30 Eastern on CBS. We'll see the 4th-ranked Nittany Lions on the road against Minnesota. All starts at 2:30 Eastern. CBS College Football Kickoff and College Football Today here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Again, 7 fourth quarter comebacks. They need another one to keep the undefeated season going. To start this drive, they go over to Steele. Vanessa's there, right out of bounds with him after a gain of 6 or 7.
Well, this is going to be the toughest test of those 9 games you've talked about. There's been 1 or 2 in there that have looked difficult to overcome, but Mahomes, in the era between Andy Reid, McDermott, Mahomes, and Allen, He's never faced this kind of pressure from a Buffalo team. By far the most that they've gotten people around him in any game that they have played during this incredible rivalry.
A run to none after a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. And there's Gray. Picks up 6 and a first.
There they go. Ball over the middle of the field. Get the ball out quickly.
They're talking about all these things that they're seeing, talking about Mahomes, the pressure. This is Bobby Babich, the defensive coordinator.
Future
Done a fine job. Yes.
Head coach right there. He's the stud.
His team came into the week 2nd in the league in takeaways. And forced a turnover now in 20 straight games. They got one just inside the first minute of this game with a pick. Hunt racing. Hunt taken off. And finally tackled right in the last line of defense by Taylor Rapp. 17 yards for him. For Hunt, that's his longest rush of the season.
Look at Tooney on the left side. And Humphrey pulls right there. It's a great job springing free. And I think we all talk about the quarterback, but I really thought Kansas City could have utilized Hunt a little more today. Only 12 carries to this point, but if he gets 6-7 more touches, that would be the route I would go.
He's 12 for 58. Here's a 1st and 10. Now buying time. Stiff arm to prevent going down. McDermott looking around like, who was that thrown to? And there's Smith-Schuster somewhere in the area.
Great job on the back end, making him have to move around. There's a corner right on top of Mahomes is looking to the right, which is why the safety who's right up top could have had him if he was looking over there, but that's cover 2, and you look to the right, it's too late. To me, the most pressure on the quarterback has been the difference, and Mahomes going to have to do this under incredible amounts of pressure.
2nd and 10.
Yes. Oh.
Quick toss. Caught and touched after he rolled for additional yardage. That's Hopkins for 11.
It's a great job by Hopkins on a slant. Watch how he slows down right here. Don't run into coverage. He allows Mahomes to throw just a soft ball on his numbers, back shoulder.
Was he touched anywhere in here?
Yes.
Because he rolled for an extra 3 yards.
And no. There's his guy.
He said he wasn't touched. They gave him the first down. He puts back in. They fake to him. Mahomes trying.
What? God.
Counter that touchdown. In a hurry, and he has a connection for the first time today with Justin Watson.
This is a high-level throw. This is man-to-man. He's not that open. Taron Johnson, the great nickel corner out there, trying to guard Watson, and that ball is thrown into one spot. Because Johnson's actually underneath. It was even tougher than that. Here comes Mahomes. This is where that championship DNA starts to show.
This drive is just under 3 minutes to this point. First
You lucky fool!
Mine calls for 2 yards. Pacheco is coming back. He's back in practice this week. That'll be some power punch combo when they get Isaiah back. But when Isaiah went down early in the season, Kareem was telling us last night, he texted both Andy Reid and Patrick and said, hey, I've been working out. I want to come back. And they both answered, and he was in the building within a day. And what a huge help he's been.
Good thing he texted. I mean, look at that.
That's Smith-Schuster keeping
Got the first down.
his feet chugging along to pick up the first. They almost tripped him up about 4 yards short of the first. Now you got 1st and goal to go.
Creed Humphrey does a great job not getting downfield too early. He didn't have to block anyone. And the timing of that is really the secret sauce in the screen game, and no one better than the Chiefs.
Maybe it's Kelsey time. Who knows? He's only got 2 catches today for 8 yards after 32 catches in the last 3 games. And the league leader the last 3 weeks since Hopkins joined the roster. Here's the pass over the top, and it's incomplete.
Perseverance, yeah.
pretend I'm going to block you. It's a run.
The views of Washington.
When you see the little hold around the waist, that'll get called every time.
Ball set up at the 1-yard line.
No need for trickery. Just hand him the ball.
Hand it off to Hunt. Up and over and short.
Here's the short.
Really impressed. Look at the linebackers come in right here. The second-level defenders come flying in. They do a great job of execution and getting the ball carrier down. Boom, right there. Wow.
Wasn't quite Marcus Allen, but it's still just second and goal.
Shift it over. Shift back. Miscommunication by Buffalo.
This time to go up top. Throws.
Touchdown, yes.
This is him. Very few people under duress. Throws this ball. Nothing was open there. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's 3 touchdown passes for Patrick, and that's the second touchdown catch of the day and the season for Noah Gray.
I mean, nothing was there. Noah Gray keeps moving his feet on a simple flat route and then ends up getting a dime from Mahomes. Put him right back in. What he has to have, this Kansas City team does it, don't they?
Never disappoints. Here's the extra point to get it to 2. Schrader. Visit everything on those PATs, high and long. Noah Gray has his first career multi-touchdown game. The little toe dance. It's a 2-point game.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Cologuard. See more information at Cologuard.com. Verizon. The NFL is powered by Verizon 5G. And by Uber Eats. Get almost anything for game day.
What a quick response by Patrick Mahomes. He has his 40th career 3-touchdown game, which ties him for 15th all time with Joe Montana and Tony Romo.
Oh, wow.
about that?
That was three of the greatest of all time right there. Just throw them all up there.
A home run.
That's a rarity throwing in that mix. I'll appreciate you guys. I think these two are crazy mix of that.
Here's what happened in the 1 o'clock window today. How about the Steelers? They survived the Ravens who just on a tying 2-point attempt, and they are just moving along at 8-2, leading that division now by a couple of games, and the Lions keep on rolling. Cobb and company again posting monster numbers, putting up 52 points. The Packers came to the Bears as Green Bay blocked the game-winning field goal, just like Kansas City did last week against Denver. And Sam Darnold, one down in Tennessee today, threw for a pair, ran for another. Turkish drive with the handoff to Chris Jones on his back right away. Here's Johnson getting swarmed under. We go to Tracy.
Jim, Josh Allen seemed to hurt his right hand on that last touchdown pass. He came off the field, went into the blue tent briefly, then came out, threw a few throws on the sideline. I saw him holding his wrist. He took a few more throws before taking the field. He seems okay, but certainly something to watch there.
Boy, they've got enough wrist injuries on this team. Cooper missed a couple of games. Coleman's missing today with a wrist. You see how the quarterback that absolutely is the engine of this team and franchise. Now we can throw it here with 1 quarter to go. And 2nd and 11. Oh, he's on target. To Hobbins. And Matt Hobbins takes Najee Johnson with him an extra couple yards and gains 15.
That's a monster play right there. Jim, how many times have we seen this situation in all the games that we've done with Kansas City where a team or a quarterback has a lead, just a small lead in the 4th quarter, and they play it just a little too safe, and they end up giving the ball back to Mahomes because they're like, we have a lead. They came back and said, okay, you've got to go win. You've got to go beat them. You can't just rely on your defense to hold up again. You can go win the game with your Buffalo.
You saw Keon Coleman watching for the bench and acted down the field. He went the long ball. There it was. And he was wide open. Quentin Morris. They had him. That was what you were talking about, Tom.
You are not kidding. This was Josh just missing. I want you to watch right here. We're going to pretend like we're blocking, and everyone comes downhill. And then Morris sneaks wide open. Just throw it. And that's the little safeness. That's that mental part that Kansas City has that edge where things just kind of go their way. And Josh Allen's been able to overcome it before. We know he's that good. But right now, this is the time to go beat him. Don't rely on other people. You can do it.
2nd and 10. Cook is in the backfield. It's been a quiet second half for Cook.
A false start.
In the second half. A timeout burned here by Buffalo.
Oh, first timeout's called by Bills head coach.
First of the half. Be 30 seconds away.
All right, well, we'll wait out this Bills timeout. We'll send it to New York. Back to you, Adam, with the update.
Jim Nance, how about this? Geno Smith, 13-yard run for a score. Are you kidding me? Seahawks take the lead at 2017. Buckle up, Jim Nance.
That was with 12 seconds to go in that game. Geno putting the Seahawks ahead of the 49ers with Arizona on a bye this week at 6-4. My goodness, look how tightly bunched it is out west. Thank you, Adam, for the update.
Buffalo going for the jugular on that first down is exactly what I was talking about. You said it, right? They were trying to go win the football game.
Linda 23, Linda 23.
2nd and 10.
Continuing with that.
Stepping up, taking it out. Got the first down. Or does he? We're going to work it really closely. Side judge got there late. May have not given the most generous of spots.
5-man rush as soon as you have 5 guys rushing.
They'll go ahead and plow ahead and pick up the first. I really didn't think that was a mismark.
I think so too, but it doesn't matter now other than Josh having to take another hit. So thanks for that.
He's been taking hits for 7 years. He is almost indestructible.
His legs, you're exactly right. His size helps with that. Knowledge when to get down, but his legs in these big games have proven paramount when they win.
See that
Did you really do that over a Paramount Plus
That was for you.
lower third graphic?
I'm going to be Jimmy.
Wow. First and 10.
They're staying aggressive. They're staying aggressive here. I love it.
32! Wrong 32!
Of an empty backfield. Talk about aggressive. That's out of reach for Shakir. Johnson on the coverage.
Good job by Johnson taking the correct angle, driving into the sideline where there's very minimal. For a smaller receiver, you're going to see up over here, and you got to widen him. Keep making him get wider. And that throw is just a little high. Need to be behind him, smaller, but Johnson, perfect timing with his head coming back.
By the way, the Seattle game's gone final. It was final 12 seconds. Geno Smith won it. He dropped the Niners back to 500. Second and 10. Dump it off here. Cook. He's been quiet this half. Cook. Only for a yard. Connor with the first contact. I feel like I've been calling Connor all day long.
He's been all over the place, like you said. Slot corner when McDuffie's outside. He's a hitter. They've got 4 of those guys on that second level, which is the linebacker area.
And you want a big play? It's coming up. 3rd and 9.
Well, I said someone's got to put their cape on. This is going to be Mahomes. He just did it on the last drive. Pull it out for this week. We'll see if Josh can do it.
3rd and 9. Out of field goal range. In all likelihood, pass, target, and one catch. Shakir holding on as Cook absolutely blasted his backside.
You're not kidding. He did take a big shot, but what a play design here. They wait the entire day, and then Shakir at the top. The outside receiver comes flying in, ball right on him, knowing you're going to take a wicked hit. Shakir has had an outstanding season. No play bigger than that one right there.
That was absolutely, to this point, you think about what would have happened there, you would have had to give the football back to Mahomes with about 4 minutes to go, with only needing a field goal to win it.
I'm so impressed, though. I mean, I know you want to run the ball and do these things. Put the ball in Josh Allen's hands and say, you got 3 downs, get us the first down. And do it over and over again. Go win us this game. And most teams are like, we're ahead. We're going to be a little safe. And Kansas City, who's dominant against the run, don't go against what they're great at.
Okay, so Shakir getting looked at on the sideline. They're already thin enough in the pass-catching department.
He comes down. You got one-on-one.
First and 10. They go to Knox. Pulls ahead to the 30. Holt bringing it down.
That's where they are. Quick passes on the early downs, and look at this, Jim.
Yep, the last 4 matchups, Tony, we've seen them all decided by 1 possession. That's an overtime game. That was the game of all games. Maybe the greatest game ever. The 42-36 game in the divisional round. A 4-point game, a 3-point game, and a field goal game again. And here we are, 2 is the margin with 3 minutes approaching.
No one's been able to make it a 2-score game under 2 minutes. This one has the opportunity. I would expect don't do it if you're Josh.
2nd and 6. That is Josh trying to fight for himself. He's going to set up a 3rd and 2. Chanel was the one who tackled him.
If you're a Kansas City fan, this is where you're great. They stop people always in these situations. Oh no, that's a big one.
The left tackle, Deion Dawkins, rolling around in pain.
You're already down 1 tackle. You can't afford to lose 2.
They're already warming up. Some linemen on the sideline doing some faux pass blocking with Alec Anderson. We'll be right back.
Sounds like you need to...
debut tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Dawkins just got off the table after having his ankle taped, and he's ready to come in.
It was like take it as fast as you possibly can if you have to go for this on a 4th down, and we'll see now. What do you want to do?
Well, they're bringing in Richard Garage at right tackle. They move to Mark, who's been filling it right over to the left side on this pivotal 3rd and 2. And Shakir's back in also.
Quick screen right out here to Shakir. Get up there, Bolton. Don't let him just catch a quick one. He's trying to get you hand it off to him.
Right up the middle. There's nothing there for Johnson. And now you got 4th and 2. You could kick it to go up 5.
Chris Jones showing up in the biggest time again. Does it every week. And this play, so smart by Kansas City. Bolton.
Another timeout's called by Andy Reid.
Josh is going to throw the screen out to this way. But the difference is you can't because Bolton moved up over here. And now Chris Jones just sheds.
So, Andy Reid called the timeout. You got 4th and 2. You've got options. You could kick it and go up 5 and give Mahomes 2 minutes plus to go down and win the game with a touchdown, or you go for it.
I'm going with Josh Allen. I'm going for this.
By the way, Dawkins has come back in at left tackle.
Like I keep saying, Jim, Kansas City isn't. You're not just going to backdoor into beating them. You've got to go win the game. And these are the situations where those decisions matter. And I would stick with that rule.
So here you go. You've got 4th and 2. This is the legs.
Quarterback's legs.
Fakes left. Now taking off. Gonna run for it. And there he goes. Inside the 10 to 5.
Nope, they lost.